Hi guys! Today's video is gonna be euphoric, pun intended. Some of my doll friends and me teamed up for a EUPHORIA collab. We are all making rainbow high custom dolls inspired by the show. For me personally, I really like the aesthetics of the show a lot. That's why I want to make a doll that looks like me as if I was on the show, but cooler. I'm really excited to do this, but please make sure to check out all my friends' videos as well after you watched mine. And with that being said, let's get... So the doll I'm gonna be using for my mini-me is gonna be this Bella Parker. She pretty much has almost the same hair color and is about as pale as me, so I thought she'd be a great fit. Also, I got her on sale, which was another great thing. Oh, that is so cool! What? No patience for this. Yeah, as you heard, I had no idea she came with a second pair of lower legs that have high heel feet. And I must say, those dolls are always packaged so secure. I needed a long time to actually unbox everything. She came with sunglasses, a bag, a towel, and even her straw hat says Rainbow High. Aww. And here you can see me testing the second pair of legs, and I'm so happy because I really wanted to go with high heel feet for this doll. And here she is in all her glory before her glamourification. I will be trying to make my mini-me look like a mix of Jules and Maddy because they are my favorite characters from the show. The pink hair is already a good resemblance for Jules, so let's see how else I can transform her. First things first though, I have to prepare the doll. To do that, I'm going to be putting her in boiled water and let her soak in it for about 2 minutes. When her head was all soft and squishy, I then carefully remove it from the body. Then I insert the sticks into her neck hole and push out the eyes from the inside. Ugh, this always looks so gruesome. Once they're out though, I can go in with some pure acetone to remove her factory face. I had to scrub a little harder to get it off because of the glitter this time, and sadly her eyebrows stained the vinyl. But it won't be a problem because I will cover everything with her new face up later on. Now just preparing the eyes is left. I basically insert my X-Acto knife into them like this and then carefully open them up, trying not to break anything. Then I remove the old lashes, which were glued quite well. Oh, God. Oh. To get off the paint from the iris, I then pour some rubbing alcohol into a little cup, toss the eyes in it and let them soak for about an hour. Mochi, stop that! After that you can see how easy the paint of the sclera comes off. I sadly couldn't say the same for the iris, but with a lot of Q-tip scrubbing and repeatedly soaking them again in alcohol and scrubbing, eventually I ended up with completely clear eyes. To make them glossier, I then take my UV top coat and apply a thin layer on them and just cure them under my UV lamp for 90 seconds. Alright, preps are done, let's start with her outfit. I chose this glittery pink fabric to make her a skirt and will first just sew the little darts of it like this on both back pieces. After they've been secured, I will then go on and glue around all the edges around this pattern piece. This is unusual, I know, but trust the process. I glued around all seam allowances on the front and back pieces and then prepared 2 little glued around fabric stripes from the same material. I then placed these stripes underneath the pattern pieces like this and glue the stripe in place, leaving a 1 cm gap between both pieces. After gluing it in place, I then prepared some tiny stripes with jewelry rings like this and will glue the first one right underneath the fabric stripe. I then add 2 more to the skirt and in the end it looks like this. I repeat the step on the other side as well. Then I'm measuring and cutting a rhinestone chain and will be gluing it to the skirt like this so it will look like a belt. With some velcro in the back as closure and a small chain charm added to the belt, the skirt is done and I absolutely love how it looks. It's so glittery and the open side seams are so cute. To make her a top, I cut out the pattern piece and already glued around all the seam allowances here. I then prepared a ring on a small fabric stripe and will now be using my UV sticker gel to attach a rhinestone chain to the ring. I apply a small amount of the gel and place the chain on top before curing it in my UV lamp. Looks great! Now I'm taking my Uhu glue and glue the first strap on the top in place. I then add a second strap before gluing the back ring loops in place. And then it's time to join the rhinestone straps with the rings at the back using my UV glue again. It's a bit finicky, but I really wanted her to have rhinestone strips. And with a tiny velcro on the back, the top is done, and it was a complete none-so experience. By the way, the pattern for this outfit is now available on my shop as a digital download. Link is in the description box. Time to make her a glittery choker as well. I already prepared this little double ring with some iridescent pleather and will now glue it on the backside of a stripe of the same pleather. And to finish off the choker, I take some of my rhinestone chain again, apply glue to it and then attach it to the choker. In the end, I just needed to attach a velcro to it and we have a super cute little choker. I also really wanted to give the doll a thigh band, so I made a little loop that fits around her thigh like this from a glittery purple pleather. Then I attached some UV glue on it so I can glue this pink heart in place. I cure it under my UV lamp and then proceed to glue some rhinestone chain around the heart with the UV glue as well. I needed to piece it together a little bit and cure it in multiple sessions, but it eventually worked out super nice and it almost looks like a magical girl transformation item. And it would also make a cute finger ring. Okay, last part for the outfit were the shoes. I found these rainbow high shoes from the Arve Styles fashion studio and thought they were a perfect fit. They were a bit hard to put on the doll, so I decided to cut open the ankle strap because I wanted to bedazzle it as well. And to make them shimmer even a little more, I decided to rub on some unicorn nail powder on them before sealing them off with a bit of MSC. Then, taking my UV glue, I really start to love this stuff so much, I apply it to the middle of the shoe and attach a pink heart to them as well. And then taking even more of the glue to attach, you guessed it right, more rhinestones to the shoe, specifically to the strap. I first just glue a little chain in place, then add some spacing rhinestones in between and then glue the end of the little chain to the strap like this. I then just fill up the rest of the strap with rhinestones and the finished shoes look like this, and now I really want those for myself. I also love the little stars and moons, since she's gonna be a Moonlight Jewel mini-me. Alright, the time has come to give her a gorgeous face up. I wrapped and sprayed her already with some MSC and will first make her skin glow with some micro glitter. Then I'm slowly building up heavy blushing with different shades of pink pastels. It took some time and my camera died, but here you can see what I mean with heavy blushing. I'm also adding some pink pencil pigment to the lips that fades to white to give her sort of a gradient lip. And then it's time to sketch out the initial eyeliner. I like to use a lighter pencil for that before going in with deeper colors first, because it's easier to erase mistakes like that. When I was satisfied with the liner, I then used some matte black acrylic paint and slowly fill in the graphic liner lines with my detail brush. This takes quite a while usually, but I love the result. And to already map out the eyebrows, I go in with some lighter brown and sketch them out to see if they really cover up the stain. Yep, that works and won't be visible at all in the end, I promise. Mochi! When both eyes were sketched out, her face looked like this, and then I wanted to sketch out her lower lashes, but kept erasing the sketch in the end and used brown gouache paint from the get-go. There's really no secret to drawing them except for the right paint consistency and a lot of practice. When I was done painting them, I then just used some darker pastels to blend them together with the rest of the face up a little more. And then it's also time to line the eyebrows with some brown gouache paint as well. Small little mistakes can easily be fixed by carefully scratching the paint off the face with an X-Acto. I then also blend them in with pastels and then add some white highlighting liner to some parts of the graphic liner. And then it's time for pearly shimmers. I just absolutely adore the effect they give to the doll face, just as much as I love glossing the lips with my high gloss varnish. It also really looks nice to add gloss to the waterline as well. Since this is a mini-me, I'm then also adding the little labret piercing by dotting some glue onto the face and using a nail art caviar bead. And because this is a EUPHORIA doll after all, I definitely need to add rhinestones to her face up. I actually was surprised I had to use the tiniest rhinestones I had, since her head isn't that small, but I guess because the details are. And yeah, only lashes are missing, but I'm already honestly so happy with the face up. Attaching the lashes is always a little nerve-wracking to me because sometimes they just don't cooperate. This time luckily they did. Yeah, those lashes are really the cherry on the icing. Now just some new eyes are missing. For the eyes I made a little template in Adobe Illustrator and printed it on some cardboard. Since I have green eyes, my mini-me needs green eyes too, but to add some more sparkle I decided to spread some glitter on the pupil first. While the glue was drying, I then repainted the sclera of the eyes back to white since the white came off during the alcohol bath. It was luckily pretty easy though. I then take my UV top coat, spread it on the iris and place the cut out cardboard templates on top of it and press them on firmly while holding them like this under the UV lamp. After successfully curing them, I then fill in any potential gaps with some black acrylic paint. Oh, it looks so good, wow! And then I just take the back part of the eye and put them back together. And with both eyes done, it's time to put them back into the head. And now there's just a little hairstyling left. I decided for a hairstyle that I like to wear a lot, which is a half-open high ponytail. To finish it up, I just made her a hairband that is similar to the choker that I made for her and glue it together on the back with some super glue. And with that, her hair is done and I really like it. Now just one big thing is missing. I have a bunch of tattoos, so I guess my mini-me does need those as well. I spent quite some hours in arranging my tattoos as good as I could on my iPad and printed them onto some clear decal vinyl. I printed them out twice just in case I mess up. To place them on the doll body, I'm first going to be cutting them out with some scissors. Then I check the size and where to cut them at the elbow. And then I soak them in some water for about a minute. When they're ready, I can slide them off the paper and carefully place them on the doll body. This was actually really not that easy. I eventually figured out a way though to do it and it turned out to be actually quite fun to do. Once I was done with the whole body, I sealed off the tattoos with some Mr. Superclear to protect the surface of the doll. I really love how much color they give to the body. And I think with that we are done with my EUPHORIA mini-me. I'm so excited to see her all together. You too? And here I am as a cool mini-me version EUPHORIA edition. It was so much fun to make this happen and I hope she at least looks a little bit like me. If you like my videos, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe and comment, because the algorithm gods really don't like me at the moment. Also, please make sure to check out the videos by Blank Space Dogs, Jackie O and Iris Workshop as well. Everyone did such a wonderful job. And as always, thank you to all my patrons and channel members. You guys are truly the best. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video and have a beautiful creative day. Bye! Mom, Iris, I got shit on me. 優しさが罪になる恋もあると謎かけて罠かけて視線からね頬杖をつ